Don't blink. Every second you watch, every word you type, they're closer. Like or comment. It's your only defense. Keep watching. Don't look away.
This happened just a few months ago. I was pulling a late shift and didn't feel like cooking when I got home, so I ordered from a local Thai place through DoorDash. Same thing I always get: Pad C, UW, and Thai iced tea. Nothing unusual, at least not at first. The app said my food would arrive in 35 minutes, and I zoned out watching some true crime on YouTube. About 20 minutes later, I got a notification. Your dasher is approaching. I glanced outside, no car. But a few seconds later, there was a knock. Not the doorbell, just a slow, deliberate knock. 3 times. I opened the door. A man was standing there, maybe late 40s, wearing a dark hoodie. He didn't have the usual DoorDash bag or even a phone out. Just held a brown paper bag toward me. "Order for Mark?" he asked. That's my name. I reached out and took it. "Thanks." He didn't smile, didn't say anything else, just turned and walked back down my driveway. I watched him get into an old sedan, mid-2000s, scratched paint, and drive off without headlights. Kinda weird, but whatever. I brought the food inside. It smelled fine, warm, exactly what I ordered. But when I opened the receipt stapled to the bag, my stomach twisted a little. There was no delivery address listed, just a single handwritten line in red ink. "Sorry for the delay." Again, kinda weird. But I was tired, hungry, and I ate it anyway. The next day around lunch, I went to reorder from the same place. That's when things got strange. The Thai restaurant was gone from DoorDash. Not just closed, gone, like it had never existed. So, I Googled it. There were old Yelp reviews, but when I clicked the address, it said, "Permanently closed." Reason: fire damage. The article was from nearly a year ago. The building had burned down in an electrical fire. Total loss. No one hurt, but the place was gone. I sat there staring at the screen. How the hell had I ordered from it last night? I tried to contact DoorDash. The order didn't show in my history. No charge on my card. No record at all. I checked my trash. The receipt was still there, but the red ink had smeared into a blotch, like it had been soaked, even though it hadn't touched anything wet. Now I was really unsettled. So I did something I probably shouldn't have. I drove to the address. It was about 15 minutes away. When I got there, I slowed down. The lot was still fenced off. The building was just a blackened skeleton of what used to be a restaurant. Burned wood, charred metal. But there was something else. Parked by the fence, partially hidden behind a bush, was that same old sedan. Same scratches, same cracked taillight. I didn't get out of my car. I just stared. Then I saw movement in the driver's seat. A face. The man from last night. He didn't look at me. Not directly, just stared forward, hands gripping the wheel, waiting. I left, fast. But that night, I kept thinking about that handwritten note. Sorry for the delay. Almost like the order had been placed a long time ago, and last night he had finally delivered it. That night, I barely slept. Every sound outside made me jump. I kept checking the window, half expecting that same scratched-up sedan to be idling across the street. But it never showed, not that night. The next morning, I made a decision. Maybe a dumb one, but I felt like I needed answers. I went to the county clerk's office during my lunch break and asked if they had any records about the fire at the Thai restaurant. I said I was doing a school project. The clerk, an older guy with thick glasses, found the file quickly. Fire started in the kitchen, he said. No signs of arson, but there's something weird. He pointed to the last page. According to the report, a man had died inside during the fire. That didn't match the news article I read. That article said no one was hurt. I asked for the man's name. Martin Hale. Not my name, but weirdly close. Mark Martin. I asked for a copy of the report. He hesitated, then made one for me. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I pulled the receipt out of the trash again, looked at the handwriting. It looked shaky, like someone had written it with burned fingers. I started Googling Martin Hale, and after a while, I found a blurry photo from a community fundraiser back in 2019. It was him, the guy who brought my food. Same blank face, same dark hoodie. But here's the part that really messed with me. The caption under the photo said, Martin Hale, co-owner of Bangkok Garden, passed away in a fire in late 2022. The man who delivered my food had been dead for nearly a year. After that, I stopped ordering delivery. For a while, I even stopped eating out. But then, about 3 weeks later, I came home from work to find a small white paper bag sitting at my door. No note, no knock, no app notification. Inside was a plastic container, still warm, with pad CU, and on top, a red ink note. One last delivery, thank you, I threw it away. Whole thing, didn't even open the lid. But that night, I had a dream. In it, I was walking into a restaurant, a version of the Thai place, but intact, clean, busy, except everything felt wrong. The people weren't speaking, they just stared at me. And behind the counter stood Martin. He smiled. Your order's ready, he said. I turned to leave, but the door behind me was gone. Just a blank wall. I woke up drenched in sweat, my room freezing cold, even though it was the middle of summer. And when I got up to splash water on my face, I found another receipt stuck to my bathroom mirror. Same red ink. You're part of the route now. That was 2 weeks ago. Since then, nothing's happened. No more deliveries, no strange knocks, no dreams. But sometimes, when I'm driving alone at night, my GPS glitches, just for a second. The screen goes black, and then a new destination appears, unprompted. Bangkok Garden. And worse, the estimated arrival time always reads, now.